Hello, Vanya. How do you feel today?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Thank you. I'm also very fine because I'm really very happy to talk to you today about really very, very important topic from the end user perspective. I would like to discuss with you PSCR function in the organization. So I would like to talk about the product integrity. So
Okay.
briefly, can you tell us in general the idea of
Okay.
PSCR?
Okay, great. So PSCR, it's not a new topic. Consider the old requirements from Volkswagen. I would say that PSB, or the Product Safety Representative, it was maybe one of the most common requirements now in the Volkswagen supply chain, I would say. But they changed in 2029, I think. If I'm not wrong, they changed this nomination for the PSCR because VA created the Product Integrity Manual, and this volume, it was based what it was in the beginning, or what is written in the IATF requirements for product safety. So it was requirements that were reviewed in Formel Q concrete, okay, and what Volkswagen expect that the suppliers had the requirements of product integrity implement in their own quality management system. They want also, they named product conformity officer, okay, nominated for tier one, but for each step of the supply chain. But normally it's the tier one that is mentioned in the supplier database from Volkswagen, okay, and the supply needs to keep updated this nomination, who is the nomination person also. But the expectation also of Volkswagen is not only to have a person qualified with VDA training, a person nominated in manual. They want more. They want I would say, several tools implementing quality management systems. Some can be core tools, some other requirements that came from IATF requirements, other for product integrity from VDA volume, to guarantee that at the end, the supplier, if have a safety issue on the field or a warranty case related with safety, can answer to the Volkswagen, can have someone to guarantee the contact between the supplier and Volkswagen plant, for example. Okay, this contact person is also very important, but has the quality management system prepared to answer to this situation. When I was said, when the phone call from Volkswagen PSCR, for example, from the supplier with a safety issue or issue on the field. So to have a process, an internal process to give answers for this. Okay, it's also another big expectation, not a surprise when something happened like this and no one in the company has the knowledge, or there is anything is written about this or prepared, consider also this situation. But other requirement, I think it's very important, is the first responsibility of the company is also guarantee that no conformity products, for example, are controlled, are identified, are segregated. And these topics appears written in Formel Q manual. This is a reality. So it's not only about fulfill with the VDA requirements written in product integrity, but we are looking for requirements very old times of ISO TS, for example. They are responsible of production control for each supplier in each plant, and also fulfill with legal requirements related to tax tests or specification about control the product and process. So it's a reinforce what are the supplier responsibilities, consider the product and process quality.
Because product integrity refers to the assurance of the safety of the product and also meeting the statutory and regulatory requirements, I will ask you maybe one of the tricky questions. So, what about the suppliers of Volkswagen who do not have the safety characteristics on their product? Are they also obliged to follow all the rules for product integrity and having PSCR in their organizations?
Okay, good question. When you're looking for
I
the
know.
quality, conformity, and safety and representative, conformity is also not about legal requirements according to the scope of the product. This is a reality. Always consider the scope, but also requirements about product conformity, requirements that needs to be controlled by the supplier, because we're looking for the several steps in the supply chain. Can be tier 3 or tier 4, that the product goes for a tier 2 or for tier 1 for a sub-assembly or for a final model. There are characteristics can be defined as special characteristics that can be impact in product safety, or if they fail in the car, can create a dangerous situation, or a situation can create big risks for the car or for the passenger. Uh, but this risk assessment needs to be done by the organization. They need to assess which can be characteristics that maybe if they fail, they can create a safety issue. For example, even if they don't have a safety part or parts with safety characteristics or characteristics related with legal requirements. But that's why we have a project phase to make these risk assessments to identify those characteristics that if they fail the tolerance, if they fail the function, for example, if they can create or not an dangerous situation for the car or for the driver, for example. Okay.
Okay. Also, interesting question would be that in a lot of cases, PSCR is allocated in quality departments. This is always a question, what I expect around automotive, that why I have to be, as a quality manager, a PSCR. So the straight answer is no, you don't have to be only in quality PSCR. Can you comment this?
Yes, yes. This is a very common question during the product integrity training. This is a reality, Agatha. There is
I
nothing
know.
written about this. What is written and is written on the additional requirements for this topic in 6.3 additional requirements and Formel Q capability appendix, that one person of the top management needs to have this training, but not more. It's not related with the functional in the organization. There is nothing written about this. And even if you're looking for VDA volume, product integrity, what is mentioned is the responsibility of this subject, this topic, is top management, is the first responsible, and then the top management can nominate or delegate activities from someone in the company. Can be quality management, can be engineering manager, but now depends the organigram of the company, depends the size of the company. Imagine a company with 30%, for example, and sometimes person have several responsibilities inside. So that's why it's not mentioned in Volkswagen any example or concrete example about who must to be the PSCR. The responsibility, yes, is top management. Okay, this is for sure. But who will be the name or the functional with associated name written on Beyond portal? This is a decision of the company. Okay,
Exactly.
but
Okay.
always the company and the size of the company and so on.
Yeah. So this topic is really long, I would say. So just to summarize briefly, important things what was said today is that definitely PSCR function is not it does not have to be allocated to one person, yes, and quality manager, but it's also a responsibility of the top management, yes. Another thing is that we have to cascade in our supply chain the responsibility for this function, yeah. And also, even if we do not have safety characteristics, our obligation is to fulfill statutory and regulatory requirements. So, and also to introduce to the market a safe product. So, anyway, we have to follow the requirements, yes, from PSCR and product integrity, yes. Okay, thank you very much for this topic. Of course, I know that we could talk much more about this, but,
Sure.
but then we would have to organize today's training. Okay, thank you very much, Vanya. See you
Thank
in
you.
another episode. Next time, I would like to talk to you about DTLD. What do you think? Nice topic?
Okay. Good topic.
Yes, see you.
See you.